Hello students, welcome to week 3. I'm going to give you some quick updates that we need to know about for this week. In week 2 you were to write your first article, which was a news story, and in my written update I mentioned that the best thing to do would to complete it through direct observation. However, indirect observation was acceptable. I just want to let you all know I will be reading through all of those this week. I give a lot of feedback on the articles, so I'm hoping I will be finished by Friday or Saturday with your comments and suggestions to develop some really strong journalistic writing. So I'm looking forward to getting through all of those starting today. Also, I sent a number of announcements last week with some resources, some copy preparation guidelines on how you should be structuring and formatting your stories or articles. The term is interchangeable in the industry, and what you need to look for in terms of that, what I'm looking for. This week I'm going to send out some leads for lead writing. The lead is probably the strongest part of your piece. It draws the reader in, which you probably have noticed in your harrower readings. And Harrower has a number of great leads. I'm just going to give you some more resources this week to kind of help with that, to kind of break out of what Harrower is saying and kind of think of what some other known leads are. And particularly, these are the leads that we teach in our journalism program here in the traditional daytime undergraduate program to those students. So I just wanted to give you some of those resources. I also may be sending you some different story structures that you can use. Harrower has a lot in there, the martini glass, the inverted pyramid, the kebab, things like that. Again, these resources I'm just sending you are things to kind of help you as you develop your writing, just to help you become a really strong writer. With that though, the copy preparation guidelines document, you do need to make sure that you reference, print it out, save it to your desktop, make sure that your copy is formatted like that every single time. Make sure you're using your AP, your Associated Press style manual, as well. Some other things now that we're getting into week 3, make sure we are going through chapter 4 in Harrower. And you have an AP exercise, your 3rd reading reflection, article number 2, and your 3rd news review. For your article this week, we're focusing on a sporting event. So the best thing to do with this is covering a sport. The main thing with a sports story is that you are supposed to, the term in journalism is you're the eyes and the ears to the voiceless, and you function as a part of a democratic society and informing the public about things going on around them. So with that, in a sports story, your story is supposed to bring the event to life. You are supposed to, if somebody is reading your story and did not watch that sporting event, they should be able to completely understand what it was like to be a person in the audience of that event, and then also know what happened at the event. So you need to be very, very detailed in that. Really, the best way ideally to write this is through direct observation, going out and actually watching the event, going to the sporting event and watching it. That does not have to be at the professional level at all. It can be a soccer game for your children, that you sat and watched your children's soccer game and now you're writing a sports story about that game. It can be if your children play high school sports, it can be that. It can be any type of sporting event. But I really encourage you to think outside the box and cover this through direct observation, and try to stay away from indirect observation. Of course, that's acceptable, but I want to really encourage you to get out there in journalism, writing for mass media writing, article writing, reporting is done through direct observation. It's completed that way, and so that's the way that you really need to try to focus on. There's a number of sporting events that happen on a weekly basis here on the CBU main campus, and our sports teams travel to different locations that you're more than welcome to attend. I would encourage you to get involved in your local community and look at some of those little leagues in terms of soccer's in season right now, and junior All-American football, and high school sports and things like that, and cover something like that. And just take advantage and help me as the reader for this particular piece really get in there and understand and know what happened at that sporting event. So have fun with it. It's meant to have fun with. The other thing is that your reflection assignment number 3 is on what are 10 things about reporting basics that are important when writing stories and interviewing. That is really looking at a cumulative effort of chapters 1 through 4 of Harrower. What are the 10 most important things that you found about reporting that we need to know about? Very simple, straight to the point, reflective on you. Also, AP exercise number 3 and news review number 3 is just a review of the last 2 that we did, so now we're just bringing it into week 3 and making it new for week 3, so those should be pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions about anything going on in the class, just feel free to email me. I'm going to definitely get your AP exercises, reflection, and news reviews done today in terms of grades, and then I will be working towards your stories through the rest of the week. Like I said, a fairly large class that's going to give me take most of the better part of the week to get through that, but I am working diligently to get that to you. Also, my office hours on main campus, I'm in James 362, or 9 to 2:30. Tuesday and Thursdays, and I am here Monday through Friday. I'm just teaching Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I am around if you need to make an appointment to come see me, or if you want to set up a WebEx video conference, or call me, or email me. Email, like I said, is always the best way to get in touch. Anyways, I hope you all have a blessed week, and I look forward to interacting with you on Blackboard. Bye-bye.